Hi guys, welcome to the only guide you'll ever need to boost testosterone naturally. Now I have the camera up here, slideshow down here, so I'm gonna be looking up and down. And this is not gonna be the most physically or most aesthetic looking slideshow, but it's gonna have a lot of information to help me go from this to this. From 137 soy boy to 211 Chad, bro. Come on. This is everything that I've learned over the last 2 years and a half, all compiled in a slideshow. I went through so much trial and error. You guys don't understand. Like, if you guys genuinely just lock in, focus on this, you will benefit so much, and you won't ever need to watch another testosterone video. I promise you. But you could choose to either just sit around and just click off at like 10 minutes in, or choose to actually watch till the end and benefit and actually implement what I'm going to teach you. Because this worked for me, and I'm sure it's going to work for you. What we're going to cover today is the low testosterone epidemic, our diet, the seed oils and soy, dive into that myth, weightlifting, sleep optimization, water, subs, daily walks, disruptors, microplastics, clothing, and grounding. It might seem like a lot, but I promise it's not going to be that much. Before we dive in, just make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like up the video. I'm literally just trying to grow this account to 1,000 subscribers so that I can actually do this full time, help you guys out even more. So make sure you guys support me, click that subscribe button, and let's dive in, bro. If you have any questions, by the way, text me on IG at Marwan Chalabi. So let's talk about the testosterone epidemic. Most men have low testosterone, right? So this is a shitty graph. I couldn't find a better one. But look at this. So this is the 1990s up to 2000s, and you could literally see the decline in testosterone. Like the testosterone is going like this. The average 25-year-old now has lower testosterone than the average 80-year-old from the 1990s. Like, it is crazy the amount of low testosterone. Like, I think the average testosterone back then for like a man was like 800, and now it's 300. And now if you have 300 testosterone, you're fine, and if you have 400, you have high testosterone. Most people have low testosterone and they don't even know it. I used to be like that. I thought like I was normal, like another young man, but it turns out I had low testosterone. The thing with low testosterone is that it becomes like a lifestyle for you, so you don't notice it until you start improving your testosterone. And once you improve your testosterone, you're like, holy shit, how did I live like a subhuman before? All right, diet. So nutrient dense food, you probably heard that a lot. And you're like, well, what is nutrient dense food? Nutrient dense food is food that's filled with vitamins and minerals that are optimal for your health. Things like steak, eggs, liver, these are perfect prime examples that you could use. And this is why a lot of these cardboard guys, they use all this like steak and avocado and shit. There's a reason to that. These foods are actually nutrient dense. Now, I don't eat like that, and I don't think anybody should. Carbohydrates are very important, and they're not bad for you. They play a key role in fueling and training performance for you, right? And they support hormone balance. You need carbohydrates. I eat 450 grams of carbs on my bulk right now, and I'm doing pretty good for my bulk. I'm literally like 207 now. Healthy fats. Of course, healthy fats are important. If you have no fats, you have no testosterone. Simple as that. Fats are needed for good cholesterol because good cholesterol, LH, transforms into testosterone. It's that simple. So that's why it's important to cholesterol max. Healthy cholesterol, not bad cholesterol you get from like chips or something. Eggs, liver are perfect things you could have before bed. I promise you, when you wake up, you're getting bricked, bro. Protein intake, you wanna, this is not a gym video, just go for 0.8 to 1 pound per body weight. Seed oils and soy, so this is a big problem. The whole fitness community is in war with seed oils, whether they're bad for you or not, and I'm gonna explain it to you in the most simplest way. Seed oils and soy are horrible for you, okay? I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Seed oils are filled with omega-6 fatty acids promoting inflammation in your body, and they are oxidized fats, right? So oxidized fats increase stress, and that damages, those stress damages the cells that make testosterone, okay? This is why it's important to read labels, because you'll find that most of the foods you're eating, even chocolate bars or anything, is gonna contain some sort of seed oil. Even pasta sauce, bro. Like, I was in the grocery store, bought my pasta sauce, and then I read the label, and it literally had seed oils, vegetable oil. Seed oils are things like vegetable oil, canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil. This is what I can think of on top of my head, and these are the most popular ones that are in grocery stores. You want to avoid these. I don't want to be racist, but there's a reason why a lot of Asian men look feminine, because they consume a lot of soy. Soy is literally estrogen, bro. Like, estrogen is the female compound. Imagine testosterone is for males, female is for estrogen. Same shit. Female estrogen compounds are found in soy, and having high estrogen will result you in having mantids, love handles. This is all result from you having high estrogen in your body. Instead of using all these other vegetable oils or seed oils, you could use coconut oil because it has compounds that can actually boost your metabolism and energy. Or if you do olive oil, which is pure healthy fats, right? It will support your heart health and reduce inflammation effectively. Alternatively, you could also do butter, or even better, organic grass-fed beef tallow, because there's so much nutrients in that. Like, it's crazy. But if you can't afford it, coconut oil, olive oil will do the job. weightlifting. So this is not a gym video. I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. If you want a gym video, just let me know in the comments down below, where I can literally dive into like a full-on breakdown of like the gym and stuff. But for now, like what you want to do is you want to focus on heavy lifting, lift significant weights so you can actually stimulate testosterone and actually like growth for your body. And you don't want to just train like a bitch. And this is why you want to raise your testosterone, because the higher your testosterone is, the less of a bitch you are. And consistency. So I would rather you go to the gym like 2 times a week and be consistent, then go to the gym 5 times a week, and then take a break for a week and come back again every now and then. Like seriously, consistency is what's gonna separate you, and it's what's gonna make you the good physique you always want. So make sure you're consistent and start with something sustainable. And if you want a sustainable guide that you can start with today, comment down below ebook and I will send it to you. Rest and recovery. You want to make sure that you're actually recovering from your gym sessions. So make sure you optimize your sleep, which is something we're gonna get into later on into the video, as I said before. And the reason why rest and recovery is important is because that is where your testosterone is made. That is where your the gains are made, bro. Like, okay, you break your muscle, you go to the gym, you eat, you give your body the supply now to recover. Well, where does it recover? In your bed. So you want to make sure you're actually recovering properly by sleeping properly. And we're gonna get into that. There's a whole chapter for that that I have coming up. Sleep. There we go. All right, guys. So this is a very good one. 7 to 9 hours of sleep is needed for support, honestly, like overall hormonal function. Make sure you recover from your gym. Let me show you guys this, bro. This is right here is the sleeping mask, and this is has been essential for me. So I'm going to tell you guys my night routine, but before I get into that, you want to be consistent in your sleeping schedule to optimize your circadian rhythm. So what that is basically your body's internal clock. If you're waking up at 2 p.m. sometimes, and sometimes 11 a.m. and sometimes 9 a.m., your body's clock is also going to be completely screwed up, which is going to ruin your sleeping quality. So you want to make sure that you sleep consistently at the same time and you wake up consistently at the same time. That's something I'm trying to do myself too, like trying to perfect it, but having troubles, but I'm trying my best. As long as you try, bro, like that is what's important. If you don't take no, if you go watch this video, take no action, then what are you doing, bro? Take action, try. Dark room, you want to make sure to sleep in a dark room to enhance natural melatonin production for deeper rest. So that way you get into deep sleep. Because when you go to sleep, there are multiple cycles that you go through when you sleep, right? You're not gonna just immediately sleep and have deep sleep. You're gonna get into light sleep and then go into deep sleep, REM sleep. There's all these cycles you have to go through. And we want to get into deep sleep and REM sleep because that is exactly where your body recovers and makes your testosterone. Tools for better sleep. So there you go. Sleeping mask, essential. Red light glasses, which I'm gonna get into later on to the video. I'll tell you exactly why I use it. And this one right here, earbuds, noise cancellation earbuds. These are essential because first of all, sleeping mask. Make sure that your room is dark. So I said how you need to have a dark room for natural melatonin production. Sometimes you might sleep into like 11. The sun is going to be in your eye when you wake up, or kind of close to your eye, or it's going to be light in your room regardless. So that's why I tell everybody get a sleeping mask. It's like $10 on Amazon. Earbuds are like $20, and basically it's like you hear nothing. Like it's like you're basically like there's no noise around you, which is sick, especially if you live in like a noisy household. But filtered water, so you need adequate hydration, right? So staying hydrated is essential for overall health and optimal testosterone levels. You don't want to be walking around dehydrated. We don't want like tap water, for example. Why? Because tap water contains contaminants that will negatively fuck your testosterone up completely. With the water that you drink, it's actually like recycled. So all the water you drink is all coming from recyclable material. So what that means is, you say you flush the toilet, right? That water that goes down to the sewage gets filtered out and goes back into the system again. And that water you use, the water you drink. Now the system does a good job in clearing the water, obviously making it safe for you. But there's one main issue. The main issue is there's birth control pills in the water. So what that means is, if a girl hops on birth control and then they piss, then there's going to be birth control in the water, and that is going to be an estrogenic compound that you don't want to touch. Because imagine you drinking the water, the tap water, is going to be literal estrogen that you're drinking. So that is true. It is proven. It all sounds like weird, like what? It's true. The water that you drink has birth control in it. You want to make sure to instead use filtered water, and filtered water can remove harmful substances. Things like, so you can get a reverse osmosis filter. So that's something that goes into your sink, or you could be like me. I bought a water distiller. I just get this 15-liter bottle, put it on top, and that's enough. And I can either put natural spring, which is what I would recommend, or distilled water, but it tastes like shit. Go for natural spring with a water distiller, or go for the reverse osmosis. But you must do something about this, bro. And if you can't do any of these, if you cannot buy the water machine, then okay, get some natural spring water, get a bunch of glass, right? You get like a huge amount of spring water, like 10 liters, 15 liters, and then just get like a glass bottle and just put it in the fridge. You want to make sure you avoid tap water at all costs. So I've tried like all the supplements you can think of, like naturally, of course, and these are the best, the ones that I've actually come up with. I'm actually able to share with you that actually work. except for L-theanine. I'm still in the testing phase of that, but so far I've been seeing good results. But let's get into vitamin D. So vitamin D, imagine the sun in a capsule. That's vitamin D, right? So vitamin D is directly proven to increase your testosterone levels and overall immune function support. You must invest in vitamin D, bro. You get it off Amazon, you must. And as you guys can see right here, I'm giving you the exact specific supplements because I got scammed before. Like I just bought magnesium at some point. No, you're supposed to get magnesium by glycinate. You're supposed to get omega-3 that's high in EPA and DHA. You don't just get any omega-3, you don't just get any magnesium, and I also have more coming up right here. You don't just get any type of zinc, any type of ashwagandha. That's not gonna work. You're gonna be scamming. Sorry, you're gonna be wasting your money, and the company's gonna be scamming you. That's as simple as that. Don't be like me. I wasted too much money on fake subs. Magnesium biglycinate. So what is that? So that is essential for deep sleep. It's that simple. It just aids in your sleeping. And the reason why I do not choose melatonin is because melatonin is literally the most fucked up thing you could literally take. Why? Because you're gonna need more of it, and your body's gonna get used to it. With magnesium biglycinate, it's already like something that if you just have it once every day, it's gonna do its job. You don't have to like worry about dosage or any of that. Just have 1 or 2 capsules a day. Vitamin C. So I just found out recently that vitamin C actually helps lower your cortisol and oxidative stress, which is crazy. I thought like vitamin C was like, oh, just to not get sick. Apparently, it actually helps lower your cortisol too. So that is pretty important because we mentioned earlier cortisol levels works against testosterone. The higher your cortisol is, the lower your testosterone is. Boron. So this is probably my favorite supplement out of everything. So why? Because boron helps support your free testosterone. Free testosterone means the testosterone your body actively uses. I would rather have low testosterone but have higher free testosterone than have high testosterone, low free testosterone. Free testosterone is the testosterone that's flowing in your body, the one you actually use in your daily activities. That's what makes you feel good about yourself. Boron is something that not a lot of you guys probably have enough of in your system because it's found in complex foods like liver, like found like meats, which not every day you probably eat meat. So if you don't supplement on boron, it will be a game changer. Omega 3, so high in EPA, DHA. Most omega 3s are a scam, except for the ones that are high in EPA or DHA. They might be a little bit more costly, but they're worth it. Don't buy omega 3 if it doesn't have high EPA. Okay, so EPA, DHA is known for having fatty acids like that actually help you boost testosterone. And you want to make sure that at least you go for 1,000 combined. I think my camera's probably covering it, but I think it's 1,000 combined is just enough for you to actually get by. Anything lower than that, I wouldn't recommend. It would probably be a waste of money. L-theanine. So also with L-theanine, that's something I'm in the testing phase of. So I haven't really like noticed any like reduction in stress. However, I do definitely know that like it does actually help me with focus. But in terms of getting it, I don't know. I'm testing it instead of ashwagandha right now, but I can't really give you the full like green flag on it. But you can give it a try. It will definitely help you with focus. But I don't know about stress so far. Maca root. So this is also a new one I've tested, but it does tick the box. So it supports libido and energy levels. Does not directly raise testosterone, but it improves sexual function and well-being, which is essential as a man because most of the time guys are like dead, walking around dead. This is gonna give you that kind of like that energy, like that testosterone, bro. Like fuck yeah, let's get it, let's crush it. Zinc citrate. So again, I'm not telling you to get zinc. I'm telling you to get zinc citrate. Specifically, what to get for zinc, not just any zinc you find. And zinc citrate is an important mineral that contributes to hormone regulation and like overall immune health maintenance, right? And it is proven to directly boost your testosterone. Ashwagandha KSM 66. I'm not telling you to get any ashwagandha, but the KSM 66, and that's for a reason, right? It is clinically shown to reduce stress and cortisol. What that's going to do for you is that it is going to boost your testosterone because, again, the lower your cortisol is, the higher your testosterone is. You guys have to be aware. I know I'm saying it a lot of times, but that's for a reason. Daily walks, and I was getting to the bottom of the iceberg. So, regular activity, you want to aim for at least 30 minutes of walking each day for optimal health. You want to make sure that you spend time in nature because that is proven again to lower your stress levels. Because at the end of the day, bro, supplements are at the top of the iceberg. What really matters is your actual lifestyle, right? That's like the supplements are gonna help you if you have a good lifestyle, but you cannot like out supplement a bad lifestyle. Yeah, this is getting into more like healthy-ish stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like you want to have high testosterone to be healthy too. So we have to talk about this. It's like you do two birds in one stone, right? You go on a walk, it improves your health and your testosterone. Do it, bro. I go on walks literally every day. I'm gonna go on a walk right after this video. Sunlight exposure. So morning walks provide vital vitamin D, and you need vitamin D because vitamin D boosts not only your testosterone but your overall mood. And this is exactly why I prefer daily walks over doing cardio in the gym. So grounding is basically your direct physical contact with the earth. I'm not gonna get into the spiritual stuff too much, but I just tried it and it works for me. I'm gonna tell you why it works, and then I'm gonna tell you how it works. So it reduces inflammation. Like I noticed that when I used to eat like big meals, I used to go on a walk and do grounding, especially when I play football, like in the backyard. It would actually help me out a lot. Like it would genuinely make me feel a lot better. I would feel like the nature's energy like flow through me, which is really sick. Walking barefoot on natural surfaces helps reconnect with Earth's natural energy, which is something that we all need. Connecting your skin to the Earth might enhance energy and exchange for well-being as well. So you feel better about yourself and mentally improve. And on top of that, it improves your sleep quality, which is really important because sleep is very important if you want to build higher testosterone and recover better from our lifts. Blue light, there you go. This this is a blue light blocking glasses, aka red light glasses. What's blue light? So, fuck, bro. So, blue light is basically energy emitted from screens and artificial lighting that signals daytime to the brain and suppresses melatonin production. I want to make sure that when I go to bed, I go to bed. I don't want to have to sit there and toss and turn. On the days I don't use these glasses, I'd be tossing and turning every single like, bro. I'll be tossing for like 2 hours, bro. So it's like it's a very important for you to reduce your blue light exposure to enhance melatonin production and improve your sleep quality. Because if you're having blue light before you sleep, your brain thinks that it's like morning time outside, so your brain's not going to sleep. That's why you cannot doom scroll on TikTok when you're about to sleep. And the general rule of thumb is 1 to 2 hours before sleep and 1 to 2 hours after sleep. Why is it 1 to 2 hours after sleep? Because when you wake up and you look at a blue light immediately, that actually makes your cortisol levels go way higher. And then wearing it 1 to 2 hours before you sleep is gonna improve your sleeping quality, which is gonna improve your recovery, which is gonna improve your testosterone. Screen filter. So this is something you can do today. Get a phone. Every phone has this. Put on red light filter on from whatever time. So if let's say you sleep at 12 a.m., put the red light filter on from like 10 p.m. If you're gonna wake up at like not 3 p.m. If you're gonna wake up at like 11 a.m. every day, make sure you put on the red light filter for well until 1 p.m. And bonus points if you can just put it on the whole day, but I don't do that myself. What are endocrine disruptors? They're chemicals that interfere with the body's hormone system by mimicking, blocking, or altering natural hormone signaling. Things like natural cleaners contain endocrine disruptors, right? They contain these harmful chemicals that will interfere with your body's natural hormone production. A good way to avoid it is using natural cleaners that are eco-friendly, and that way you can avoid the toxic chemical exposure. Same thing with your vegetables; they actually have endocrine disruptors because they're sprayed with pesticides. That's why a lot of guys avoid vegetables, and this whole narrative of like vegetables are bad for you it comes from this exact problem. But if you just get organic foods and you're able to invest, you should be good, bro. Organic foods basically limits the pesticide use and chemical intake because when the food is not organic, the company want to put it on the shelf for as long as they can. So they end up spraying it with all these chemicals that are gonna harm your testosterone. BPA-free products are a must. Again, if you're having a water bottle that's plastic, at least make it BPA-free so that way you literally limit the risk of the hormone disruption it could cost you. Limit exposure every day by actually researching and doing the work yourself. There's an app called Yuka you can buy sorry, you can get it's free. And then it tells you like what's the actual like endocrine disruptors, like what is going on with that product. You can like scan it with your phone, and then it's gonna actually show you like okay, like this product has X amount of chemicals. What's the risk of using it? You gotta actually read the ingredients and learn research products. Because how you get a limited exposure if you don't research? Make research on like the products that you have right now. If you have Tide at home, make research on what's in the product. If you have whatever thing you're suspicious of, make research on it when you have time. So microplastics are tiny plastics. Microplastics can carry chemicals that interfere with hormone signaling, and the problem is with microplastics is there's one very big problem. It stays in your body forever. It's like there's not that many ways right now that came out that how you can detox on microplastics. Some people say you can go to the sauna and that kind of burns it off a little bit, but once microplastics are in your system, they're in your system. And I know it sounds scary, but the least you could do is avoid them because the average man has around one fucking credit card. Like imagine a credit card, one credit card worth of microplastics. Like, can you imagine how fucked that is? The issue with microplastics as well is that they're an estrogenic compound. So there's a reason why people have mandates and shit, like love handles. Fixes use glass or stainless steel water bottles. I know there's a spelling mistake there, but I write this on my own, no ChatGPT. Avoid heating food in plastic. Avoid plastic cutting boards. Avoid plastic utensils. Because by the way, on the cutting boards, when you cut the food or whatever vegetable you're trying to cut, or whatever you're trying to cut, and you see those little grainy stuff, that is microplastics. That is thousands of microplastics, bro. Horrible. Wear cotton only clothing because polyester is made from plastic, especially for your underwear, which I'm gonna get into. And avoid non-stick pants because non-stick pants contain hundreds of not even hundreds, thousands of microplastics, bro. Clothing choices. So going to more into clothing, looser clothing is better just for enhanced airflow and overall comfort during daily activities. I personally like to wear everything loose. Everything is loose. This is also loose. Natural fibers. So I want to make sure that the clothing that you're wearing are natural fibers. So fur, cotton, they're the top two. Now, not everybody can afford fucking fur, but then cotton's just as good. It's natural and it's not gonna. There's no microplastics in it, so it's not gonna harm your testosterone, especially your underwear, bro. If it's literally polyester, then you're wearing plastic. You're wearing microplastics. Come on. Something you could do today is go to the fucking store and buy some cotton underwear, bro. Especially if you have polyester and you can read the ingredients on the back. And this did not just work for me. So you guys have seen the transformation in the beginning. This worked for my clients as well. Ryan right here, who literally lost 18 pounds easily when he started optimizing his testosterone and doing the right things. Because once you have high testosterone, hard work becomes fun. He loves going to the gym, and this is the exact formula that I use in my coaching, which I'm going to link the video above about what is the MS system, and you guys can watch that if you're interested. Again, Chuma, same thing, bro. Bro, he came to me and he didn't want to go to the gym. He was demotivated, and we've been improving his testosterone. He was able to gain 7 pounds in his first month of working with me. Ozzy right here, he's also under 3 months now, and he just lost 14 pounds. Look at how much leaner he got, bro. It's crazy. Same thing with Mohib, who gained 17 pounds in my 3 months program. And if you guys are interested in my coaching, you can hit me up on Instagram at Marwan Shalabi right here. DM me there if you want any info on it, or if you have any questions, like I'm happy to help. And you can also comment guide from a full supplement protocol or ebook if you want to get into the gym, you don't know where to start. And make sure again you guys like and subscribe, because I'm trying to grow this channel and do this full time for you guys, help you guys out more, reach out more people. So I'd appreciate if you guys share, like, support the content. Thank you very much, and I'll see you around in the next video.